Season opener, boys lacrosse. Wayzata on the road at Champlin Park. The clouds have thickened up. It started to cool down a little bit, but a pleasant night for lacrosse. Steve Thompson along with Dan Ficken tonight from Champlin Park. And Dan, here we go.
Well, start of the season here, and hopefully a new and brighter season for both these teams that probably didn't have the best seasons last year. One of them barely over 500, the other one under 500. So we'll see what they got this year. Some returners coming back. But should be a tough match here between these two. We don't know what we're going to get, so here we go.
Goaltenders, Henry Kurt for Wayzata down to the right. And Tate Ha making his varsity debut for Champlin Park in the goal down to our left. Champlin Park in white here at home. And the opening face-off controlled by the Rebels, huge part of the game. And a good opening draw, Jared Zabel, 5 goals, 3 assists a year ago. Champlin Park in on the attack. As you mentioned, Wayzata 8-7 a year ago, 3-3 in the lake. Champlin Park 5-10 overall, 4-7 in the Northwest. Suburban, they did play a year ago. Wayzata winning that one 13-4 here. They get set up. Once again, Henry Kurt, 6-5 a year ago. 50% save percentage a year ago. A turnover there, and Wayzata is going to set it up. And they'll be behind their own net. That's Kurt, the goalie. And he's going to outlet to the near side. And here's Thomas Brunner. And Brunner's going to try and run out of there. And they'll get it right back to the goalie. And there's a long clear. That's good-looking pass, Dan.
That's the way you break a good check. Good clear by the Trojans here.
Alex Score going to give it up, retreat into the defensive zone, and they're going to set it up. Gus Anderson, top returning scorer for the Trojans. 12 goals, 4 assists, wearing number 23.
Now, they lost 3 of their top 4 scorers from last year, so they're going to have to rebuild a little bit and need to put some goals on. Ended up in 5th place in the Lake Conference last year. Trojans did. Get a good look at Mr. Ha there.
And Ha getting the start. Caden Bosch, the other experienced goalie for Champlin Park. Ha gets the call to midfield. Ground ball, big collision there, and I think Champlin Park's going to hang on to it.
Yeah, pushing behind there. Quick turnover back to the Champlin Park Rebels.
Champlin Park back on the attack. Head coach Nick Flasherheim. And right back to Wayzata as they get it to midfield. And neatly picking up the ground ball on the run is Gus Anderson. Anderson, quick shot and a goal. Wow, that was quite a charge and a shot. 1-0 Wayzata.
They had 12 goals last year, and he gets started on the right back here in the first 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes of the game here of the season.
Time of the goal, 2:03. And that was quite a run. He got a good look.
Good high-low shot, too, bouncing there. It's that stuff for a goalie. That's what you want to do. You know, make a change direction on him right in front of him so he has no time to adjust. Just a nice, smart shot there.
And he comes over to the bench, Gus Anderson. He took a real shot. He's trying to shake it off. You can see it there. He'll take a seat. And after scoring, did take a shot.
Interesting to see the Rebels have a very large defensive crew, Steve. They're all over 6 foot from the look of it.
Champlin Park's going to get it back. Zabel's going to work it ahead. Rebels move into the attack zone. They've turned it over a couple of times on the attack. And now they're going to set up and sub in. Christian Capitan will come on, one of the top returning scorers, 9 goals, 5 assists a year ago, wearing 21 for Champlin Park. This is Strausser, 15 goals, 5 assists a year ago, trying to get free. Being hounded there by Schneider, puts it on the ground ball. Boy, that was good job by Schneider, good physical play. And now it's picked up again by Strausser.
I believe Will Schneider was a hockey player for the Trojans, and boy, he looked really tough defensively. He used that stick magnificently there to defend.
Strausser got to the outside, turns it over. Here comes Wayzata. Good defensively so far. They've got to be pleased. Head coach Chad Hurry has been around for a long time. Can't be thrilled by what they did a year ago, 8-7. Here's Bennett Brown. Bennett Brown had a good season, 6 goals and an assist, one of the top returners. Wayzata graduated a lot of scoring, as you mentioned at the top, Dan. So did Champlin Park. This is Britz. Sends it across the front. Ground ball picked up by Score. He'll reset, send it to the outside. Here's Anderson. Anderson, good move into the middle, splits a defender, skips it over the top of the net. Well, that was a good move going through those 2 defenders.
Yeah, they get a little payback though, Steve. They're putting bodies on you. You take a shot, you're going to get hit.
Shaw skipped it a little early and then took a big shot after the fact. Wow. With Brown got knocked around. Alstead.
Woof.
Now Anderson. Wayzata controlling play early, up 1-0. 4 minutes in. Raindrops falling. Umbrellas out here at Champlin Park. I can't say it enough. Getting turf.
Oh.
Huge. Can't imagine playing on the real stuff after the winter we had.
Oh.
There's a shot down low. Good catch and shoot by Matson. Jake Madsen is first of the year. Goes downstairs.
Boy, nice and smooth. I'll tell you what, they're just the Trojans are moving the ball really good. And a good shot there from a sidearm angle, which, folks, that looks easy. That ain't an easy shot to have, and just gets it down low. And they're bouncing shots in front. They're not taking any straight shots into a particular corner. They're just bouncing it around, and that they were told to do that.
Jake Madsen, first of the year, obviously. 2-0 Wayzata. And we'll get another face-off. Jacob Bear battling for Wayzata. And the Trojans are going to get it. Huge part of the game.
Well, unforced turnovers, boy, like in any sport, I don't care what it is. You start making turnovers, your chances of winning the game are not good.
Brown sends it over to the right. Wayzata in blue. Gold helmets. Weatherford. Right back out on top. Alaka. There's a save by the goaltender, Ha. Ha's going to clear. A little too far, and that's picked off. Cam Johnson for the Trojans. Right back the other way. Here comes Wayzata. Nice feed. And a save by Ha. Tate Ha, a couple of saves in a row. So 2-0 Wayzata. Came up big again.
He needs a little help here. Oh, boy, another unforced error. Jeepers.
Right at midfield.
Ugh.
They're on the attack again. Weatherford, there's a shot, rips it wide. They had a player deep, they'll hang on.
Boy, the turnovers for the Rebels right now are really hurting them. Get down 2-0, and boy, Ha just got a little shocked, I think, right off the bat. Gave up too quick, but boy, Trojans came right at him.
Yeah, a couple of big saves. Player goes down. Out in front, there's a shot well wide. That was Britz, Cullen Britz, sophomore. 7 goals, 3 assists a year ago as a 9th grader. Here's that opportunity for score and the save by Ha.
Boy, it's awful tough, too. Making a save on a long stick is really, really hard. You don't know if they're going to go high or they're going to bounce it. Usually they bounce it, but he was on that one as he tried to go straight in with that shot.
Lacrosse goalie, fearless. That is a no-joke position in sports. Whoa. I mean, I'm telling you, a ton of courage to be in that lacrosse net. Britz just gets decked, and
Yeah, there's going to be a cross-check there, boy. Champlin's coming out being really physical right now, and oh, boy.
Cullen Britz just got smoked. Rebels are going to go a man down for sure here with 5:27 to go in quarter number one. Look at this. And I think that's going to go against Josh Teskey, who caught him up high with the stick.
I can understand being physical, but you got to be smart here too, you know, and just a little too much with the stick.
And I haven't seen Teskey come over to take a knee. I'm a little bit surprised there.
Ooh, another flag got thrown here.
Is it, maybe it's Caden Lynn, and he's saying, I don't think I did it. Based on what I saw on our replay, Caden Lynn is going to take a knee, so Rebels a man down, but I'm not sure they got the right guy there.
Well, that's Carter Mayfield, and he still isn't the same right guy.
Yeah, Mayfield, yeah. Yeah, Mayfield. But he was shaking his head. It's like, I wasn't involved. There's a turnover by Wayzata, and opportunity for the Rebels to get a man down, and they turn it right back. Brunner. Both teams putting it on the ground right now, pushing and shoving. Rebels right back.
Good play defensively by Zach Link there for the Rebels. Did not let them get control of it in the zone and got a turnover real quick. So now the Rebels got to be patient here, Steve. They got to be patient. Just work it a little bit and see what you can find as far as an opening.
Yeah, and they have not had a lot of attack zone time. When they have had it down there, they've turned it over. Right off the bat, they were able to get it down low.
Oh.
Big hit over there on the sideline. Rebels hang on.
Boy, nice sandwich defense here by the Trojans.
Yeah, they haven't allowed anybody anywhere near the middle.
Yeah, they're shifting two guys on the ball carrier just to put pressure on him when it goes to the wings out there.
This is Capitan. He gets a move into the middle. Good shot. That was partially blocked before it got toward Henry Kurt, the goalie. In.
Yeah, they're getting two guys on either side, so no matter what side you are shooting-wise, they're going to try and get that stick, and they deflected it really well there and took Capitan's shot off.
From the Rebels from behind the net. Here's Capitan's run and shot. That was a dart.
That was a dart. He didn't really affect it too much. From our angle, it looked like they got the stick a little bit.
And the Trojans send it to Kurt, the goaltender. Come to the near side. Good movement as they move it all the way across the field. Brunner over to Schneider. Schneider begins his run to midfield.
Offside.
And now Champlin Park's going to get it back. Rare unforced error for Wayzata. They've been pretty clean so far.
Yeah, Ryder Allsted just kind of was like a half step behind trying to get back across the line to make his ball carrier legal.
Champlin Park carries it in deep, and then it's taken right back by Brunner as he moves it ahead. And now they get it the other way. Here's Score with a run into the middle of the field.
There
Gives it up on the left inside. That's a goal. Great feed to Weatherford. Weatherford from Score. 3-0 Wayzata.
Boy, just a real good fast break opportunity here. They got it out of the zone, immediately found the open guy to the left side of the Champlin net. You can see here he's looking, he's got his head up, gets over to the open guy, and just rips it before the D can get there, boy. They got to start. Champlin's not sliding very well right now.
And just a little bit late into that play, Josh Teskey probably should have been knee down.
Yes.
After that big cross check.
He got caught over on the other side of the middle, and he shouldn't. He should stay on his side, at least to the middle at the most, and then stay over by his side on the right side there.
Face off. Important here for Champlin Park, and they're going to win it. That was a good play there by Zabel. Zabel went back, picked it up. Now Zabel on a run along the near sideline. I get it down low, Bosch. Bosch is going to try and come out of there, get it out on the left. Big shot and a save. Saved by Kurt. He kind of went down to a knee. Blocked that one. Good save, though.
Well, Kurt's a returner. He's got some experience here. It's going to be tough to score on him if they don't get it clean.
Yeah, 6-5 a year ago, so he had a hand in a lot of this action for the Trojans. 8-7 a year ago. Made a good save there.
Yep.
Got his body low and blocked that one. Trojans on the attack. Quarter number 1 coming up on 2 to go.
Yeah, they got to start scoring this year. That's been their problem. They were outscored by their opponents 126 to 110 goals last year, and I would assume that Coacher said that's going to be a priority this year. We're going to have some offense.
Weatherford gets it up. There's one that skips by and a big hit on Bennett Brown. Brown got decked after delivering the shot. It goes wide. Wayzata's going to hang on.
Clean hit here.
Britt's trying to come out.
Beautiful move, and he was having none of it.
Britt's put it on the ground, got it back, tries to get in front, does power his way in front. What a shot from the side of the net. Britt's taking some punishment. Wayzata leads it 4-0.
Yeah, he avoided stepping into that circle there and got it off by getting up off his feet and driving it over the top of the net. Good move here.
Well, apparently they didn't call it a goal. I thought
nope.
He got it.
He stepped on the line there.
Yeah, they wave it off. Champlin Park the other way, no goal. There's a quick shot. That skips wide. Chance for Champlin Park. Another save there by Kurt. Champlin Park trying to get to the side, and they cannot keep it in. Good hustle over there by Braden Strausser. That was about as good a scoring opportunity as we've seen for Champlin Park.
A lot of good energy on that, too. Boy, it was really scooting around. That'll help.
Wayzata gets it to the side of the net. Quick shot. That goes wide. And the Trojans are going to hang on. 48.3 to go in the quarter. Teams going up and down the field quickly. Here on a cool night, there's been a few raindrops. Most of the umbrellas have been put away. They came out. Now they've been put away. Cool, wet weekend after the taste of summer in our future. Weatherford way on the outside, gets into the middle, continues his run, gets bumped, powers through that.
Boy, his footwork is really good, Steve. You see how balanced he is? Nothing's nudging him off.
Cam Johnson loses the handle, and it's picked up there by Capitan. He'll begin his run to midfield. Christian Capitan being hounded there by Bennett Brown. Works off that, gets into the middle, flags fly. Capitan loses it, and it's picked up by the Trojans. Will Schneider. Looks like Wayzata may go a man down here.
Mr. Capitan's gotten bigger over the years. I remember when he was out here as a 9th and 10th grader, small guy. Well, he's got some muscle on him now. He's starting to look like his dad.
And it is going to be Bennett Brown that does take the knee here. So man up here for Champlin Park, down 3-1 here in quarter number 1. Seconds remaining.
Well, first thing the Rebels got to do, they got to control it now. Just move the ball around, find the opening. You know, they need a goal. They need a goal right now.
This is Strausser into the middle. And I think he's just going to let it run. He puts it on the ground. And now a big hit from behind. Another player goes down, and that's the end of the quarter.
Ooh, that looked like a hit from behind there. Probably should have been a penalty there.
So we have played one. Wayzata leading at 3-0. Quarter number 2 coming up in a moment here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there, choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
There's that well-fed bird you saw earlier, Dan Ficken. Top one of the light towers here.
Wow. What a magnificent bird of prey that is.
Yeah, for
Falcon
sure.
Or wow.
By the beak, bird of prey. I'll go with that. Now, Wayzata 3 in the first. Anderson at 2:03, Matson at 4:21, and then Weatherford from score at 8:59. Both teams have had scoring opportunities, but Wayzata's had the better of it. And head coach Chad Hearn's got to be pleased. First quarter of the year, they've looked pretty good. And we're right back out. Start quarter number 2, switch sides. Henry Kurt defending the goal for Wayzata down to our left. Real battle after this face-off, and they're going to give it to Champlin Park here. So Jared Zabel's efforts pay off, and here they come. Capitan works over to the right, and they were able to generate a little bit more at the end of quarter number 1, Dan.
Yeah, they did. They're starting to build. You know, it's the first game this year, too, the first official game. So, you know, we expect a little rust, a little nervousness, a little, tussle. But, boy, they're not dropping a lot of balls, Steve, which is really good. It's just been some good defense by the Trojans.
Capitan from way outside, and Kurt got a piece of it and knocked it away. Boy, he let it fly.
Why not? Let's let it rip a little bit. We got to score. I like that. Good job, Mr. Capitan.
Here comes Champlin Park right back at it. Zabel, Capitan again. That one well wide. That'll skip out. And the goalkeeper, credit to Henry Kurt, back there first. Wow. He read it all the way and darted out of the cage. And
well, you got me once. You ain't getting me a second time.
good play. Wayzata gets it back. Kurt out on the near side, and that is going to be a turnover. That's an unforced error there. Tried to hit Jacob Bear and threw it away. Champlin Park right back at it. Early in quarter number 2, down 3-0. It's a chance for the Rebels. They're going to work it back to the outside.
Boy, I like Wayzata with that long stick midi up front there. Just kind of, it puts a lot of pressure with that big stick.
Throw it down into the corner. It does stay in. Bit of a break there for the Rebels. Pressure by the Trojans. That goes out. Oh, they're going to give
nice
it to Wayzata.
Well played by Will Schneider there for the Trojans.
Schneider just went back there and forced the action.
Yep. Forced him right back into that back line where he didn't want to go.
Kurt being chased out of the net. His clear into the middle, caught on the fly. That's a good pitch and catch. Schneider going to carry it forward, and then he'll retreat past midfield as Wayzata gets it set up. Opening goal, Gus Anderson. He's got it.
We got a timeout by the Trojans here. Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did some substitutions. It looked like Wayzata was keeping a long stick midi out there in their defensive zone, or in the attack zone, I'm sorry, which is a little unusual to see. But, you know, with Coach here, I wouldn't be surprised to see anything different like that. Innovator.
All right, so they switch them up, and they're going to send Sanderson, once again, leading scorer from a year ago, returning this year. 12-4. They move it around. Alstead, he just gets steamrolled over there. Wayzata's going to hang on. Alstead, just a 9th grader. Works into the middle.
He must have some skills because he sure ain't got a lot of size, but he stuck his nose in there. Oh, nice.
They get it out in front, and that is Anderson with goal number 2. He just went from behind the net, popped out in front, and scores.
Rebels had too many people out on the right side point deep back there, and they kept an opening between them and the net. He could wrap around and come through on it. You can see how he's all by himself there.
Number 2 for Anderson. And he just goes downstairs and beats the goaltender, Tate Ha, the junior, getting his first varsity start for Champlin Park. Right back to the middle, and that face off. Well, that's a good, clean win by the Rebels. Good job by Zabel. Coach just got to love to see that clean face-off win. 4-0 Wayzata. Champlin Park's had some opportunities they need to cash in. Here's Capitan. Had a couple of good shots, trying to get free.
Looks like he's faking the left-handed shot like he wants to take it, but then he backs off of it. He really doesn't want to. The deal catch up on that real quick, but there looks like they've been setting him up for a one-on-one dodge scenario.
Jurasek had it for a moment, sends it right back to Capitan. And Jurasek going to go goal line extended, now back behind the net. Quarter number 2, cloudy night, breeze blowing across the field. Here's Capitan, side of the net, can't skip it by. The goalie, Kurt.
Nice save.
Got a piece of it. Champlin Park right back at it. Jurasek, right side. Being hounded by Bennett Brown. Into the middle, catch, shoot,
there
score.
You go. Beautiful. A little more on the outside there, but got a good clean pass out, and he got a good move to really crank it up and rip it. Wayzata's been playing pretty tight defense, but the backside there as it came from all the way across to him, and he ripped it.
Berge.
Beautiful.
First of the year for the Rebels, and it goes to Berge. Time of that goal, 3:57.41.
That was a big goal, Steve. Big goal. They needed that.
So Berge solves. Henry Kurt and Champlin Park, another face-off win. They get it right back in front. Ground ball opportunity. Who's going to come up with it? And that would have been huge for the Rebels to come back and get 2 quickies. Ground ball, they're fighting, scrapping for it. Back there defensively, Odin Sean. They finally get it to the goalie, Kurt. Well, that was important for Wayzata to finally control that ground ball.
Yeah, you were right, boy. I tell you, the energy. Oh, and then an unforced turnover. Oh, boy.
Yeah, second time coming this way. Kurt has thrown it away. Couldn't get it to Brunner, and now a break for Champlin Park. This is Strausser. Leading returning scorer, 15 goals. They get it out on top. Champlin Park setting it up. They've had the better of it here in quarter number 2. At least as of late.
Well, if they can get the next goal here, that's going to make a whole lot of difference. Get it back to a 2-goal deficit.
Champlin Park, very patient. Under 7 to go. Here in quarter number 2, trying to get to the front. Wheeling, shooting, blocked by Kurt. Ball down on the deck. Pops out of there. Oh, there's a big shot from behind. I think Champlin Park's going to hang on. And we got a timeout, Wayzata. And head coach Chad Herr's going to talk about it. And he can see the momentum swing. His team went up 4-0, but the Rebels have jumped right back into it, down 4-1, and they're putting the heat on.
Well, making some mistakes here too. Even with a 3-goal lead, the pushing from behind. You don't really have to do that. Get position, come around the guy. And don't push them behind. Come in behind on the side and move them over.
Right now, Champlin Park getting the better of it with 6:30 to go here in this quarter. Still plenty of game left. And they have had opportunities. They started to get those opportunities at the end of that first quarter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really put a hustle on. They're not backing down one bit, and no matter what the score is, just keep playing hard, and good things will start happening for you. Wayzata started giving up some turnovers here that we didn't see earlier on in the game. Did they find an illegal stick? Yeah, they sure did.
And it looks like William Malika going to have to make some repairs.
It's going to have to tighten up that back string here and get a little closer to legal. All right, good opportunity here for the Rebels.
Here they come. There's Zabel, who's done a really good job on face-offs for Champlin Park. They've certainly had the advantage there in face-offs, Dan.
Yep.
And now they're going to work it over to the far side. This is Zabel, sophomore midfielder, 5 goals, 3 assists. They get it over to the left. Working it out of there, Braden Strausser. Strausser's going to head all the way down to the end line near corner, get pinned down there. And now we have a Champlin Park timeout. And maybe that was the plan, get it down into the corner and then get the timeout. He really boxed himself in and getting worked over pretty good.
Or maybe the coach, Nick Flashram is kind of, son, don't take it down there and get trapped.
Yeah.
Keep it open. My gosh, keep moving it.
Yeah, keep it out of the corners.
Yeah.
5:54 to go, and they'll talk about it. First game of the year. And this was difficult for all these teams because even though everybody's playing on turf these days, just getting outside and getting your work in has been difficult. They've been in gymnasiums, and getting out here in the field and getting the conditioning in is a big challenge early in the year.
Well, just spreading out and moving it around, it's tough to do in a gym. It's tough to do in a dome type scenario.
But we get back to the turf, and it is not that long ago, all these Anoka, Hennepin schools, Champlin Park, Andover, Anoka, Blaine, Coon Rapids were playing on the real stuff. And while that's great in the fall for football, in the spring it's a nightmare for lacrosse. And it just was, it was not working out for this game. I can't imagine after this winter if we were still playing on real grass here at Champlin Park. It would just be unplayable.
Oh. And once the field's chewed up, it's chewed up for the rest of the year.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, there was just so the move to turf here in the Hennepin schools has been just absolutely huge, not only for football and soccer in the fall and other events, but it is huge for lacrosse here in the spring. Much better game. Here's Champlin Park out of that timeout, down 4-1, but playing better. Zabel near side. They're going to swing it around. Ground ball controlled by the Rebels. That is Mayfield. They get it out to Zabel on top.
Boy, nobody's peeling off. They're trying to set up a one-on-one, but nobody's peeling off to get open. And once he's pushed outside, they got to start all over again.
Rebels come back to the outside. Ground ball. Is that going to get to midfield? We'll see. Players tumbling, and that'll be Wayzata ball. So that is an unforced error.
Well, they're giving it to Champlin.
Wow.
He was pushed over the line. That was overruled.
And Champlin Park's going to hang on. Zabel. Capitan on the near side. Zabel puts it on the ground, picks up the ground ball, and comes right back. Now gets it to Capitan, picks it up on the hop.
Didn't not get it in the box in time.
So now Wayzata gets it back. They have not had a lot of attack zone time. They put it on the ground, picked off by Champlin Park, and then it's whacked out of there by Kurt, well out of bounds. That was a good play by Kurt. He was caught out of position and then just smacked it out of bounds over on the far side.
Yeah, Austin Johnson, who took it away here, kind of, tried to flutter it over the top, and then he saw what was happening, and he stopped in mid-swing, and it just kind of fluttered up top and went out of play.
The Rebels right back at it. Berge, lone Rebels goal. Down to the goal line extended. That was a good catch. That was Strausser. Works along the sideline, right back outside. Berge sends it into the middle. Player goes down, puts it on the ground. Jirasek. I think he just lost his footing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one thing I noticed about turf, Steve. Sometimes that those cleats get jammed up all of a sudden, and you could see where his right foot dragged and kind of pulled him down a little bit as it got caught in the turf.
3-3 to go, quarter number 2. Both teams have a goal. Wayzata led it 3-0 after 1. Now they're up 4-1. Champlin Park hanging on, trying to get it to the front. Get it to the outside.
Ugh.
And Strausser tried to pass, turned it over, ground ball, still fought for. And they're going to get it to the goalie, Kurt. An outlet near side. Quite a clear, that's over everything. And picked off by Champlin Park. And a run here into the middle. Oh, wide open in the middle was Strausser.
There were 2 guys down there wide open, for heaven's sakes. My Lord. Tusky, I think, was the other one.
Look at this. And he just couldn't find it. Short hopped him. If he could have got it to Strausser, that would have been all alone on the goalie. Wayzata has it. Bear trying to get it to Kurt. Now Bear sends it over near side. Wayzata trying to clear it out. Once again, they've been on their heels a little bit here in quarter number 2. Now they move it ahead into the attack. Now Wayzata trying to get set up. Weatherford. He has the goal, pretty goal with the assist to score on that. That was the 3rd goal at 8:59 of the 1st.
I like the way they're controlling it right now. They haven't had it down here for quite a while, and they just, let's possess for a little while. Got a 4-1 lead. Let's not keep giving the ball up with unforced errors.
Goal line extended. Now they get it down deep. Swing it around to the near side. Cam Johnson, one of the 9th graders. Coming in. Oh, big save there. Brown took the shot.
Yeah.
Ha got a piece of it. And then that one goes wide. And Champlin Park's going to get it back, but Ha got a piece of it.
Good save. Got a good save there. That was nice.
Lead quarter number 2, as you can see, Wayzata is still leading 4-1, but Ha's going to get it as Wayzata drops back. Ha's going to move forward. Long clear. And a good catch. Let's get it right down the field. Capitan across. Strausser lets one fly. That's going to end up in the river.
That one got away from a little bit there and got some altitude. Yep.
Champlin Park right back at it. They get it in front. That goes wide. Rebels are going to hang on. That was Strausser again. By the way, the river coming up fast.
Yes. Going to be a flood season with all that snow we had.
Yep.
Oh, nice defensive play. Oh.
Yeah, Rebels got it in front, blocked away by the Trojans. Now they take a swing and try and get it out of there. That was Bennett Brown, and he couldn't get it away. They're going to sub in, and Wayzata's going to have it. Brown going to work it up the sideline. It's caught there. Leica. He gets bumped. And he had it knocked away. Ground ball picked up by Anderson. He has 2 goals for the Trojans. 2 of the 4. Now Wayzata is setting it up.
30 seconds left here. Going to work for the last shot here of the half.
Here's Anderson. Anderson, goal line extended.
Oh,
They send it into the middle, good feed, then it was blocked away by Ha. Oh, terrific feed in front. Golden opportunity there for Cam Johnson.
I think one of the D got the long stick out on that too to restrict the shot a little bit and making Ha's job a little easier, but still a really good save.
Actually, I think Kiffmeyer's in there now for Ha.
Oh.
Number 45, Kiffmeyer
You're
with
right.
the save. That'll do it. Wayzata was able to get one look, but time expires in quarter number 2. Anderson is second of the game, made it 4-0 Wayzata early in the quarter. Then Berge for Champlin Park at 3:57. Matthew Berge is first of the year, 4-1 at the half. It is boys lacrosse. Wayzata on the road at Champlin Park here on CCX.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You are there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. As veterans, we can tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. But you've never been interested in easy. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
We are at the half. Boys lacrosse opener. Wayzata at Champlin Park. Trojans lead at 4-1. They were up 3-0 after one. And then teams both get a goal in quarter number 2. Tight defensive struggle, and both teams finding their way a little bit offensively, and it didn't take long for Gus Anderson, the leading returning scorer, to get his first of the year right there. Then Wayzata again, they got off to a fast start. That was Jake Mattson. And then Wayzata made it 3-0. That was a pretty pass. Scored Weatherford. And then some pretty good saves by the starting goaltender, Tate Ha. And then look at that save. Just a laser beam by Christian Capitan. Blocked away.
that was a heck of a save.
And then fourth goal of the game there. That was number 2 of the night for Gus Anderson. And then Champlin Park finally gets on the board there. And that was Matthew Berge at 3:57, 4-1. But I would say as the game went on, Champlin Park got better.
Yeah, they did. And the one thing they need to start doing, though, is start creating some shots. And even if you're a little far out, start shooting a little bit more, to really test, Henry Kurt always looked pretty good, but still, you're down by 3 goals. You need to start pumping the ball toward the net.
All right, we got to go to the truck. Is that a Falcon? Is that
a special hawk or what?
Yeah, a
beautiful
hawk.
Bird.
This I do know. It's not an eagle.
It is not an eagle.
It is a hawk? All right. Well, if you got input, but that's pretty cool. Top one of the light towers here. And it looks like if that is indeed a hawk, it's been eating very well.
Very well.
Yeah. Eating good in the neighborhood, so to speak. Quick break. We'll come back. Quarter number 3, boys lacrosse, Wayzata and Champlin Park here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Ready to go. Quarter number 3, Wayzata leading Champlin Park 4-1. And another win for Jared Zabel. He's done a good job on the face-offs tonight, Dan. And there's a flag right off the bat.
I didn't quite see what happened. Might have been a slash, I think.
And we got a player coming over to take a knee. And for Wayzata, taking that knee, Odin Sean. So Wayzata man down right out of the bat. And an opportunity here for Champlin Park. Henry Kurt for Wayzata, the goaltender, defending that goal down to our right. They led it 3-0 after 4-1 at the half, and here we go.
Rebels will start with a 1-minute man up here, see if they can capitalize on it.
And we talked about it during the break at a halftime. Zabel's been really good on the face-offs, and that's a great spot to start for Champlin Park this year, to know that they've got a guy that can win those face-offs. And he doesn't get off the field. He stays out there quite a bit. He does a good job. Here's a chance from the side of the net, and it goes off the side of the net. Good scoring opportunity. Kurt's going to gather it in. Then he'll send it back behind the net, and here comes Wayzata out of their own end. Up the sideline into the middle, good catch. This is score. He has an assist, pretty assist on that third Wayzata goal at the end of quarter number 1. Loses his stick, ball down. Zabel fighting for it, and then that's batted away by a score. Picked up by Maleka.
Boy, that was a great play by his foot there. My gosh.
Good clear to center. Zabel picks it up. He's on the run. Here comes Champlin Park. Swings it over to the right and then misses the intended. That was Carter Mayfield. Couldn't run it down. Turned over by the Rebels. Wayzata gets it back.
Boy, unforced error there, Steve, with a golden opportunity. They had a nice fast break going and a stumble and a bad couple passes. Oh, my.
And here come the Trojans. Gus Anderson, 2 goals tonight. And he's got speed. Anderson on the move. He's going to go right into the middle and have it batted away. Ground ball in a dangerous spot. And it's picked up by Anderson for a moment. Wayzata trying to control the ground ball. No one with a clear advantage. And now finally Anderson gets it. He has it knocked away. That was Anderson with quite a play defensively.
Nice play. Got it back, never quit on it. Got him to turn it over.
Anderson's a big kid. And knocked it away, and then he'll send it on the ground all the way across. That was nifty.
Yeah.
And the Rebels
no one said they had to get it there on the fly.
Now we got another flag. Champlin Park on the move. Looks like Wayzata may go a man down here shortly. They get it in the middle. Wheeling Firing, saved by Kurt. We'll get a stop.
Good play there, Steve. They got it in the middle and got a shot. That caused a stoppage of play to enforce the penalty here.
Kurt on a hop. That may have gone wide, but he knocks it down. And now we're going to find out who the guilty party is. That is Gus Anderson. He'll take a knee. So Wayzata for the second time here in the quarter, a man down. Let's see if Champlin Park can get that second goal and get him right back into it. Zabel out there on top. Swings it to his left. That was Capitan on the left, blocked by Kurt. What a save, and he comes up. Deflected, I think, off score in front of him. That was a good save by Kurt. He's done a nice job here tonight for the Trojans.
Oh, what a great break to split there by Wayzata, boy. Nicely done.
Score, good catch in the middle, sends it off to the left. It's caught there. That is Madsen. Madsen, good move into the middle. He got tripped. Yeah, that's a trip all the time. Douglas Anderson knocked him down. In the dictionary, next to tripping is
that picture. Exactly.
Yeah. Got to call that.
Yeah, it's going to sting, especially when you get it in the legs with the stick. Oh. Took that right foot right out from under him.
Anderson's taking his time coming over to take a knee, but it definitely will be him. The senior done a good job on the back end here tonight, but
he's laid out some pretty good hits too.
Here comes Wayzata, man up. 3 minutes in, quarter number 3, leading 4-1 on the board. Boys lacrosse opener. There's 2 other games in the state here tonight on this Friday night as they get it going. Weatherford in the middle had it for a moment, shot on the side. That's going to skip out of the way and go out of play. And I think that is Caden Bosch.
Yes.
Yeah, so we had Han Kiffmeyer in the first half. Now Caden Bosch went 4-10 a year ago out there to start the third quarter. Here comes Wayzata after a turnover at midfield. Alstead, 9th grader, playing for Chad Herr this year. And now it's Score. Right back into the middle, and now it's Anderson. Anderson had to take a knee early, right off the bat here this third quarter, and now he's out there. William Malaka, sophomore, had an assist a year ago. Getting plenty of minutes now for the Trojans. Here in the 23 season, gets bumped, spins out of it. Malaka still being hounded. We got another flag flying, and then they send that wide. It'll go out of play, but Wayzata's going to hang on, and Champlin Park going to go a man down again. I think this could be Anderson.
Yep, looks like it.
7:51 to go in the quarter.
Well, there's a point to being physical, Steve, but then, you got to bring it back a little bit now, and the refs are starting to blow the whistle. So Rebels are going to have to cool off on the physical play a little bit and get a little more skilled with foot positioning here for defense.
Brits did a good job early. Umbrellas pop out. Malika in the middle, sends it down low, a little bit too far for Brits. And Champlin Park's going to get it back. So for the second time tonight, these fans that brought umbrellas pop them out again. That happened right away in quarter number 1. Then it's been dry. Rebels trying to get it out of there, pushing and shoving, sending it back. Brady Boudreau. And now Bosch, big clear into the middle, and it's picked off on the fly by Wayzata. Here come the Trojans on the move. This is Brown. Brown sends it wide. He got absolutely hammered.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, Schneider is the one who got hammered. It wasn't Brown. Schneider wearing 12. Took it right down the field, let it fly, and then got decked.
Boy, those big stick shots are really tough, too. I'll tell you, goalies do not like them long stick shooting.
Oh, Zachary Link, another defender. It's Champlin Park, 2 players on a knee. They're 2 down, 7:12 to go, quarter number 3. This is a big spot for Wayzata. Bit of a scoring drought. They got their 4th goal at 2:29. Quarter number 2. Been a while. Now they work it behind the net. Weatherford gets it back. Trying to find it in front. They do get it in front. Ryder Alstead, the 9th grader. First goal of the year.
Nicely done. Very nicely done. Little guy, too. He got in there and got a stick up and got a hold of it, stuck his nose in there, and just ripped it.
That is a beautiful catch and shoot. He didn't waste any time. And with 2 big guys for Champlin Park on the sideline, he got a little room and he made him pay.
And they're all happy for him, too. First varsity goal, probably.
Yep. Didn't score a year ago, just a 9th grader, probably didn't play a year ago. And he gets congratulations, and to go in the middle of that's no joke.
Dangerous territory there.
So now 5-1 Wayzata here, midway through quarter number 3. Champlin Park's going to get it. And Zabel hasn't won it cleanly. He's still been on the right side of it. They've still been able to get possession. That is a huge deal.
Well, as the referee's pointing out, they have to cheat to get it away from him.
Habitan way outside. He's going to begin his run. He's got good speed, the ability to power his way in there and get a shot. He does get one away. It's blocked by Kurt, side of the net. And Henry Kurt's going to grab it. He has done a nice job. I mean, he's made some key saves in this game for Wayzata. One of the reasons they're up 5-1.
Well, the defense is so good, though, too, Steve. They're not giving him any shots inside. Everything's been from outside. Even the goal they scored was from pretty fairly outside.
Here's Hoffman, another 9th grader. He gets it in front, down low, blocked there by Bosch. Wayzata hangs on. This is Britz, comes out in front, score. Scorer's going to back out of there, and they'll set it up. Scorer, a junior. Gus Anderson, the only senior that gets scoring or gets a lot of playing time for Wayzata. He has 2 goals in the game tonight, an important guy, but young Wayzata Trojan lacrosse team here tonight. Got a ground ball. Wayzata's going to hang on. It's going to be Cam Johnson, another 9th grader. Ryder Alstead had that goal a moment ago. Hoffman trying to get in front, and they get a goal. That was Britz, Cullen Britz, I believe.
Yes, it was. Came through real nice. You know, both these teams came in, needing to score more. Last year they did not put the ball in the net very well, and this is a bonus for them. And they're spreading the scoring out now, too. But a nice play coming out here. Oh, just found the right spot for it. Beautiful. Boy, in that tight, it's really tough for a goalie to make a stop on that. Got it nice and low, went high-low on it, or just actually did a nice mid-shot on it.
Britz, a sophomore, as a 9th grader, 7 goals, 3 assists a year ago for Wayzata, so he has the knack. Another win by Zabel. Zabel gives it up quickly. Champlin Park right back at it. There's a shot. That goes wide.
Well, Henry Kurt's done a nice job of goalie, I'll tell you. He's made some nice saves. That was a good shot with a good opportunity to go in, and he just gets his body in the way, hugs that post, and keeps it out.
Flag flies, Champlin Park. Well, hang on. Is that a going man down? Here's a shot on the side.
So Wayzata will go down a man here.
3rd time in the quarter. They haven't been hurt by it, though, Dan.
No, they haven't. They've played very well. In fact, you might say they even played better when they were a man down. They've gotten possession of it after, the Champlins kind of made a turnover, and they just take it right down the attack zone and just kill the penalty off.
So Madsen takes a knee. 5:27 to go. Wayzata the only 2 goals here in the quarter. They're up 6-1. Now we'll see what Champlin Park does with it. That one goes behind the net. Wayzata is going to get it back.
Good play by Kurt there. He just made that go. Unbelievable. Nice rush back there.
Henry Kurt's been active. And a good clear, moving it ahead. This is Brown. Bennett Brown with speed. Over midfield. Wayzata's picked it up here in the third quarter. Capitan tried to knock it away. Brown got it. Threw it away. It's on the deck. Ground ball, pushing, shoving. And I think Champlin Park's going to get it back.
Yeah, pushing behind.
Teskey went down, and now the Rebels right back at it. Good catch there. That was Jurasek. They move it ahead in front. Opportunity, Champlin Park, and it goes wide. Gavin Bosch let it fly, and it goes wide. Oh, he was right in front.
Kurt may be getting in their heads a little bit. I'll tell you what, he's coming around and he's trying to make the perfect shot here. And he made, I don't know, is that a save?
I don't know if he did
He
get
either
a
missed
piece
it
of
or
it.
maybe he brushed him, but I'll tell you, Kurt's done a great job. And I'll tell you what, I think he's getting in their heads a little bit.
6-1, 4:46 to go in the third. We got a timeout. Champlin Park hosting Wayzata boys lacrosse opener tonight, and we mentioned just two other games around the state. Big Lake Princeton hosting Duluth. They probably have 3 feet of snow on the ground still in Duluth with all this warm weather. And then, of course, Orono and Minnetonka. That game started at 5:30 today, so this is kind of the nightcap, just 3, and everybody underway. And when you look at the rankings, Dan, the preseason rankings, for what it's worth, a lot of usual suspects in that top 10.
Absolutely, and everybody's, looking at the same guys. You got Benilde St. Margaret's up top, defending state, and Prior Lake, who's also won a few state championships here too. Number 4, Buffalo looks to be a really good team this year. And Shakopee, and the reason I know that, my son scrimmaged Shakopee with the Maple Grove Crimson, and they were good. Beat them 16-6.
Wow.
And could be, so it's going to be an interesting year here. Minnetonka, obviously, showing here in the top 8, 8. And we'll see how that should be a heck of a game, Orono and Minnetonka.
Then Mahtomedi rounding out the top 10, representing the East Metro, but a lot of usual suspects in there. But Buffalo, up-and-coming program, and they got good quick playing in the Lake Conference. No question about it.
Yes.
Wayzata is still a man down. Champlin Park sending it across. Capitan trying to get it into the middle and just a little bit too far. Just a little bit too far.
Well, at this point now, if you're coaching the Rebels, don't take the pass, take the shot. Make the goalie work a little bit, see if we can get something going here. If they can get a couple goals early here, it's going to help things out a little bit.
Yeah, tried to get it into the middle to Austin Johnson, couldn't connect. Now here's Bennett Brown, takes a hit from Capitan, moves through it, and then he gets knocked down. That's going to be a flag, and I think Capitan's going to take a knee. And we got another one, and pushing and shoving. Capitan better watch out.
Well, they got him for it.
Yeah, Capitan frustrated, unless they're going to take 2 here. We'll see about it. I think Capitan helmet off. May have got the heave-ho. Yeah, he's taking off the gear. He's on the bench.
Oh, boy.
That's a big loss for the Rebels.
Huge loss. Returning leading scorer for him from last year. Boy, you got to keep control of your temper, Steve. Jeepers. Jeepers, jeepers, jeepers.
So, yeah, looks like Capitan's done. He took the helmet off, went to the bench, took off the pads. Taking a knee for Wayzata's Bennett Brown. Also joining him for Champlin Park on a knee is Jack Jurasek, a sophomore midi. So, but the big story is it looks like that's it for Capitan with 4:10 to go here in the third quarter. Champlin Park will get it back. But they lose a key guy.
It's a good, smart play. Just Control the ball, control the ball, control the ball.
3-0 Wayzata after 1, 4-1 Wayzata after 2, now 6-1 here in the third. Zabel's had a good game for the Rebels. Trying to work his way into the middle, right in front. Austin Johnson.
Wayzata got one of their guys back now, so they're all even there.
Yeah, Brown goes to the bench. Malika on the field. Champlin Park, and cutting toward the net was Strausser from the left side. Put it on the deck. Ground ball goes to Wayzata, and now Kurt, the goaltender, is going to clear and get it into the middle. They move it right out of there. Score sent it ahead to Schneider. Schneider right at the middle of the field, sends it off to the right.
Ooh, nice hesitation.
Good move into the middle. Anderson, Gus Anderson, 2 goals. Then it's knocked away, Champlin Park. That was a nice move by Anderson, but took some punishment. Here's Berge, lone goal for the Rebels in this game, puts it on the ground over to the far side. Rebels scoop it up. Now they get it right back in front. Good move. And then knocked away by Wayzata defensively. Ground ball. Can Kurt get to it? He does.
Pretty slick pass there by the Rebels. Nice hit. That was a clean lacrosse hit. That's what you like to see it, and that wasn't.
That's up high. Pushing and shoving out of bounds. Gus Anderson. We got another flag flying, and things getting rough here in the third quarter. 2:20 to go. 2:21. 6-1 Wayzata. Anderson will take another knee, and that's up high on Zabel.
Well,
excuse me, that was Stemper.
Yeah.
Hit Stemper up high.
Well, I'll tell you what, you keep doing this, all of a sudden that lead's going to start getting smaller. Wayzata starting to get some fresh bodies in there in their attack area. But now they got to play some deep.
So, Gus Anderson being visited with a knee down.
Yeah, coach here is just talking to him, coaching him up a little bit, just like, hey, not getting too upset. Wasn't a very smart play, but he's using his head and just kind of teaching the young man. And we'll see what happens here. This is critical for Champlin. I tell you, they got to get back in this game. They need a goal.
So it's Zabel on top, over to the right. Jirasek. They put it on the ground. Opportunity for Wayzata on that ground ball. They knock it out of there toward midfield. Give chase. Nice play, picking it up on the run. That was terrific by Schneider.
Whoa, no kidding. Wow, really nice.
I mean, that is not an easy play when he pulled off there on a dead run. He made it look easy, but that was terrific. Now we got a timeout here late in the quarter, but that was an outstanding play by Will Schneider on the run, and then you see Jake Madsen there, but we can get a look at that on that ground ball as it comes toward midfield. The way Schneider scooped that up on a run was great.
Well, with those long sticks, that you got to have real control over that because they are not quite as nimble and quick as these shorter sticks. But it did a great job there and just busted it up. And Schneider's one of those hockey players, he's playing good position and did a nice job winning that one-on-one. Watch this.
Right here, I mean, that is just knowing you're probably going to get hit to be able to keep that focus and do that on the dead run, and that's slow-mo as well. That was really a cool lacrosse play. But things have gotten chippy here in the third quarter. Yep. First game, both teams physical, maybe a little frustrated that scoring hasn't been as easy as maybe either team had hoped, but things really have boiled over here in this third quarter. A lot of penalties.
Well, and the thing about penalties, Steve, it takes you out of your rhythm, especially when you're trying to come back. You just can't afford to go into the box that much. And Wayzata, too, come on, guys, you got a 5-goal lead. Don't put it in jeopardy. I've seen a lot of 5-goal leads go away real quick in this game.
Looks like the umbrellas, if we're doing an umbrella count, have been put away for the time being. So umbrellas have been out twice tonight if you're keeping score at home. It's definitely cooled down, and we're going to have a cool rainy weekend after a summer-like week here in the Twin Cities. Here's Bennett Brown trying to get to the outside with good speed. Going to take it down behind the net. Then he gets knocked down. No flags. Champlin Park coming up with it. Physical play. They get it to the goalie, Caden Bosch. Tate Ha. Calvin Kiffmeyer played in the first half. Bosch, the senior goaltender, out there here in the third. We got some pushing and shoving. Now I got a Champlin Park timeout late here in what's been a long third quarter. And this is one of those where you kind of get the sense that it is the first game of the year because there has not been a lot of rhythm in this third quarter.
Oh, no, it's been choppy, and the physical play has gotten a little too much on the extreme. You got to be smart physical play. You need to play physically, but you got to be smart. And it's gotten a little out of hand. Some hits from behind, a little too much exuberance, especially with the stick in front. So the first team that kind of disciplines itself better is going to have the advantage.
It's probably one of those where, you know, maybe they've scrimmaged a little bit and there's been a lot of time indoors and, you know, getting it sorted out. It was a relatively clean first half.
It really was, you know, and then fatigue could be part of this too, both physical and mental. But, you know, I've noted too that with the weather, you know, think how many spring sports there, and they all want to use the dome. You don't get that much playing time or practice time.
Yeah, they want to be in the dome or they got to be in the gym. Softball, baseball, track, trying to get their work in.
Yep.
You know who I really feel for? And I still fit into that category. People that like to play golf.
Well, let's not go there.
Yeah.
I do not want to go there. Oh.
Yeah. Tough year for the golfers. That's for sure.
Well, I've been retired now, and I got time to go play golf, and I can't get out.
Champlin Park opportunity out of that timeout over the end line. And once again, Henry Kurt, the goalie, beats him back to the end line. That's been huge tonight. I would say 3 or 4 times tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Kurt's been back there first. Outstanding hustle for the goalie for Wayzata to get back there first and get it back. And those are big plays. Kurt.
Oh.
And then he threw it away.
That's the first real mistake he's made, Steve. He's been real good with those clears.
Tried to go over to Schneider. Overshot him. And now we're going to Champlin Park trying to move quickly and catch Wayzata out of position. That is whistled down.
That's kind of an iffy call, too. Sometimes they let it go, and sometimes they call it back.
Now, Capitan is back out there, so maybe he just took off the gear because he was frustrated. He didn't get the heave-ho because Capitan is on the field wearing number 21. They get it in on net. Another save by Henry Kurt. And as good as Gus Anderson has been with 2 goals, and as good as some of the youngsters have been for Wayzata, Henry Kurt has been tremendous. Stolen away at midfield by Champlin Park. Let's see if they can generate something. Here's Capitan. In frustration, took off the helmet, took off the padding, was sitting on the bench. Thought he got bad news, but he stays.
I think the coach wanted him just to cool off a little bit. There we go.
A dart from the outside, and Champlin Park gets their second of the night. That was a pretty shot from the far side.
Jared Zabel, I believe that was. Just start firing that thing. Great things can happen here. He got his whole body behind it and just ripped it and found the spot. Did a nice job. I think Henry was a little screened on that one. I think he saw it at the last moment, just couldn't get over there quick enough.
And it comes late in the quarter, 11:51. Well, it is Zabel, who is their face-off specialist. He'll get a breather here right at the end of the quarter.
10th grader shows up. Boy, you like those sophomores that contribute all of a sudden, especially when you critically need it. And boy, they needed it.
That is a win by Rademacher. That one's going to roll over to the far side. Strausser just lets it go out of bounds. End of the quarter, Champlin Park gets one back late. They trail 6-2 as we go to the fourth. Boys lacrosse tonight here on CCX.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Owen, when you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
We didn't know what the future would hold, but we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. Basically, he had to relearn everything. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey.
Fourth quarter coming up. Wayzata leading Champlin Park 6-2. It was ninth grader Alstead at 5:02, then Brits at 6:33, and then Champlin Park Zabel at 11:51. 6-2 going to the fourth. And we switch ends, and Henry Kurt defending the goal for Wayzata. Champlin Park's going to get it. And it was Jared Zabel out there again. One way or another, Champlin Park seemed just about every faceoff goes their way, and now it's Capitan. Frustrated in the third, now back out there. He's one of those guys that can get him right back into the game. 6-2 is certainly doable. 4 goals in lacrosse. Can go quick. They get it to the front, and then down on the ground, Jirizek couldn't handle it. A little pushing and shoving, another ground ball, trying to control. Berge, who has a goal. Champlin Park gets it back as Strausser came out of there. Usually sets up down low, but he came out to pick up that ground ball. Now it's Capitan outside.
Setting up for the dodge.
Being watched by Score. Spins around him. Heads toward the net. Shot. That goes wide. I don't know if Kurt, but he's had outstanding positioning, and he gets out of there so quickly to get after those shots that get by the net.
Oh, he's definitely been an advantage for Wayzata here. He's done a great job in that net.
Champlin Park gets it into the middle. A lot of traffic. Jirizek.
Nice pick off.
Ground ball, side of the net. Look out. Knocked out in front, still on the ground. And it's finally picked up by Madsen for Wayzata. Kurt sends it over to the near side. Schneider being hounded. Champlin Park very aggressive. Clear out to the middle. It's on the ground. Scooped up on a hop. Then dropped at the moment by Brown. Brown maintains control. No one near him.
That kind of surprised me. You're seeing some, early season jitters. Somebody left him wide open on that, trying to, cover the sideline more than the middle of the field, and he picks it up, and Miller picks it up and starts moving around for the Trojans here. They got control here. They ain't going to be in no particular hurry with this kind of lead and being in the last quarter. Less than 10 minutes left to go in the game.
And this is a spot where, you begin that conversation. Is a shot clock or a possession clock, one of those things that could be, coming into the game at some point in the future. Here's Wayzata. Anderson sends it down. Anderson had a pretty good run there, took a little punishment. Britt sent it across and will get it back. Britt has a goal.
I actually think that clock would be a fabulous steal, shot clock.
Wayzata takes a look at his shot and backs out of there. Malika came in off the bench, loses his stick, ground ball opportunity. Here comes Champlin Park. Berge right back the other way with speed. 9 to go in the game. Berge from the outside. That shot goes wide. Champlin Park's going to hang on. Braden Strausser got to the end line. I'll tell you what, that is a quick goalie.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
He fires out of that net and every intention.
He's a lean, mean, quick machine. My gosh, he's done a great job for the Trojans there.
Champlin Park getting it out in front. Strausser way over into the corner, being hounded by Schneider. Champlin Park hanging on. Down by 4, still doable. They need to get one here. Ground ball, good defensive play by Wayzata. Kimlinger really did a good job.
Well, their slides were just fabulous on that one, too. They had him bracketed and did a nice job. They've been doing it quite well the whole game.
Good clear near side. Runner works it ahead. Here's one of the youngsters, Hoffman. Hoffman takes a shot, works his way through it. Good balance. Hoffman sets it up.
Nice play. Got it in the box within time, and now they're settled in. Nice job.
To get it out on top, Hoffman really a good job. He took a shot.
Yes, he did. 9th grader. Wow.
Weatherford now gets it down low. Here's Britz. Britz trying to spin out of there. They're in no hurry, up by 4. Ooh. They send it out in front. That goes all the way through. Teskey could knock it down. Champlin Park's going to get it. Boy, but I'm impressed when Chad Hurst put some of those younger guys out there, those 9th graders. They have done a really good job. They have played with poise for sure.
That's a great observation, Steve. You're absolutely right, boy. Does that make that program that much better when you got kids that young, that skilled?
Cam Johnson, another one of those 9th graders. Nice job spinning through it and beginning the move. Stemper.
Look at how quick that goalie got out there again. My gosh. Kurt's just been unbelievably quick.
Yeah, that is something in watching lacrosse you haven't seen a ton of. But that has been impressive, what he's been able to do. That has been a weapon for sure. Champlin Park right back at it. Big shot in on the goalie, Kurt.
Well, he also makes saves, too.
There comes Wayzata right back at it. Good clear. They get it across. Knocked down by Johnson. Johnson move into the front. Goes just wide. Tried to go for that far corner and just missed it. We had a really good look at it.
Yeah, he had that zeroed right in on his shot there. He was looking right for it. That was a good save right there.
Anderson
by Kurt.
Got it in on Kurt. That was not Teskey, but Anderson who put that shot on goal a moment ago. Wayzata controls. Coming up on 6 to go in the 4th. Here's Anderson. Anderson down the middle and sends it wide. Oh, he wanted number 3.
Yeah, he tried for a straight shot into the net. He's had a lot of luck bouncing it, but he went straight for a corner shot there. Oh,
and
nice.
There's a goal.
Whee! That's fun to watch. What a nice setup. Cam Johnson.
Yeah, Wayzata gets their 7th.
Oh, did I mention Cam Johnson's a 9th grader there, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, stuck his nose right in there. He got right down in the pipes. That's how you score goals.
Yeah, and, you know, we saw that earlier. Alstead, another 9th grader, you know, caught a pass in the middle, let it fly, knowing that, you know, you can take a big shot and fearless. 7-2 Wayzata. That was Impressive. The youngsters have really stepped up.
And just the fact that you've got all those defenders around you to just catch the ball and have enough to put it on the net.
Face-off win for Wayzata. They're going to set it up. Here's Score. Score had a pretty assist on that Weatherford goal earlier. Wayzata down in the corner. And
well,
it's going to go to Champlin Park.
Trojans have averaged 7.2 goals in their games last year. Well, they got their 7th goal here. Yeah, and Champlin's having trouble just setting up and getting good shots here. And they had trouble scoring last year, and then right now against this team, although this is a good Wayzata team.
There's Johnson, gives it up. They move it ahead, side of the net. Brits across, what a feed to Weatherford. That was pretty. Brits to Weatherford.
Good
second of the game.
Good fast break, good transition. Got up ahead of the game and everybody got moving. They found the right guys that were open. One pass and second pass and score. Nice play.
Yeah, good movement. Weekly started it. Weatherford finished right there. 8-2.
Yeah, that pickup by Brits there when that ball bounced in front of him instead of a clean pass to his stick, that was a great pickup. And gave him enough time to get that pass across for the goal scorer.
That one batted ahead by Bear. Champlin Park ultimately controls.
Oh, holy buckets. Was that a great defensive play, Steve? Did you see that long stick movement?
Anderson goes down low to Brits. He can't handle it. Champlin Park's going to get it back. And we'll get another look at that. It was a beauty.
Oh, just a twist and a move, shove, and bang. That stick just took it right out of there. What a great play. That was that Will Schneider, boy. He's had a great defensive game today for the Trojans. He's the best defensive player on the field right now.
Bosch, quite a clear ahead. Here's Capitan. Through a double team, goes down to the deck. It's on the deck. And coming back the other way, a score. Score right down the middle, all the way in. Picked off by the goalie, Caden Bosch. She goes right back the other way. Capitan had it knocked away. He's fighting for the ground ball and does pick it up. Trying to spin out of there. Now we got a timeout, Champlin Park. 4:15 to go. Wayzata leading it 8-2.
Now getting close to a failure to advance there.
Game a little bit.
Yeah, I think they did. Then got a little bit too much into the physical play, especially in the first half. But they're not able to get any in-close shots. I mean, Wayzata's owning that middle, and their defense has been very tough. The long sticks know what they're doing. You can tell by the way they peeled it away in that last play.
So I think we've determined that was a hawk. I think that is the consensus.
Up in the lights there.
Yeah, up in the light tower.
I got to give a shout out to the people here at Champlin Park with the music they're playing in between. It's our era, Steve.
Yeah.
Good old rock and roll.
Yep. Compliments to the DJ.
Yes.
Here at Champlin Park. I mean, the kids control the music during warm-ups, but then he takes over for the end game.
That's right.
And it's right on the money. All right, here comes Champlin Park. That was Zabel. He has a goal for Champlin Park here in the game. And the other one, Berge, came early. Wind has definitely picked up. out of the northwest. Good run there. Strausser sends it across. That's going to go. Who's going to get there on that shot attempt?
You know, makes Henry Kurt so well for that, so good for that goal in the Trojans. He uses his body exceptionally well. He closes off the post, and he makes himself really kind of big there and restricts the amount of area that the Rebels can shoot at. He's done a great job today. I like the way he's played.
Yeah, and his speed is really a weapon. You know, he's not the biggest kid, but he really uses his speed effectively. It's been impressive how he's, you know, seen those opportunities to dart out of there and get to the end line first and get the ball back for his team, which is a big deal. I mean, there's no doubt he has helped turn the tide a number of times.
Yes. Yeah, his outlet passes, his clears are really good. He's quick, he's fast. He makes the race to the end line for the ball. 9 times out of 10, he wins it. That is a tool. That is a weapon.
And he is one of those guys, if they give him an alley, he could sprint out to midfield and make a play.
Well, he'd probably go down and score a goal or two. He's that quick.
That's Wayzata on the attack. William Malika, sophomore. He's played some solid minutes for Chad Herr, and he's got to be pleased with this opener tonight.
Oh, very pleased. They look very sharp. Not a lot of drop balls, which you usually see in the beginning of the season. Ran their offense very, very well. And you know what? He gets his best players the ball.
Yeah.
You know, Anderson, of course.
We had a flag. Player goes down. And with 2:16 to go, Champlin Park is going to go a man down again.
A little frustration there.
Yeah, it's going to be Anderson.
Yeah, he's actually played a pretty good game. Anderson's been kind of a stalwart there for the Champlin D.
But the youngsters, Alstead scored. Cam Johnson's played well. Sean Hoffman's played well. I mean, you get contributions from ninth graders stepping into their first varsity action. That is a big deal, and he's used them quite a bit. I mean, they've played some minutes here tonight.
Yeah, Coach Herr's really got a lot of confidence in them, and boy, the better they play, the more confidence they get. And I tell you what, Wayzata is going to be very scary for the next few years.
Especially when you got those ninth graders who say, I'm okay going in the middle, and they have done that a lot tonight, Dan.
Absolutely. Not intimidated whatsoever.
Playing out on the perimeter is one thing, but
they've been smack in the middle of the slot.
Yeah, getting in front of the net, that's a whole nother deal, and that's Ryder Alstead right in the middle, trying to find room. Wayzata man up here late in this one, up 8-2. They're just playing
there
catch.
It is. Oh.
Send it over to Cam Johnson, put it on the ground. Now a battle. He goes down on the deck. Champlin Park trying to pick it up, and they do on the run. Here comes Champlin Park working it ahead. Ben Weekly sent it all the way down. And
yeah, that's the one thing about the Trojans have done well, too, Steve. They've been relentless. They're not giving a lot of space and time to any of the Champlin Park Rebels at all throughout this game. This will be a good win, a good way for the Trojans to get their season started, because the Lake Conference is going to be a beast this year.
Wayzata gets Rogers at home next Wednesday. They'll be at Buffalo. You already talked about how good Buffalo is.
Ooh.
That'll be 1 week from tonight. So home to Rogers, at Buffalo for Wayzata next week.
Four teams in the top 10 down from that South area Lake Conference type players, boy. I'll tell you, it's really developed.
Champlin Park, they get Rogers here on Monday, and then at Totino on Wednesday. And Totino, a co-op with St. Anthony Village. Here comes Champlin Park, right back the other way. What a save there by Kurt. Kurt, big save. Good scoring opportunity for the Rebels, but Henry Kurt. Alstead works it ahead. Now here's Bennett Brown, 6 goals a year ago. He's a sophomore, lets it fly at the horn, goes wide, and Wayzata goes on to a victory. They led it 3-0 after one, 4-1 at the half. And they cruise to the 8-2 victory. They're 1-0 out of the gate, and they showed good balance.
So very good balance, very dominating performance. What was really impressive here was that goaltender. Boy, he played really well, Henry Kurt, and did a nice job for the Trojans. If they can keep that kind of defense played, they are going to be a scary team to play.
Yeah, and Gus Anderson, their senior, 12 goals a year ago, opens with 2 in the game tonight. Matson, Weatherford had a couple in the game tonight. Brits played well. He had a goal in the game. And some youngsters stepped up as well for Chad Herr and Wayzata. Meanwhile, Champlin Park, they get goals tonight from Berge and Zabel. And Zabel, a face-off specialist. He was really good, and that can be a strength for Champlin Park going forward. And they get their regular goaltender back in the second half, Caden Bosch, and that'll help Champlin Park going forward. Hey, it's been a lot of fun. Great job by our CCX crew tonight. Always fun to work with Dan Fick, and I am Steve Thompson. Once again, boys lacrosse opener tonight. Wayzata wins on the road at Champlin Park, 8-2. Good night.